Bing bang. What's going on? We're back, man. Back again. Real life hit, so you had to disappear, you know. Getting this money, doing what you gotta do. You know, real life hit. Sometimes you gotta bounce. But I promise, not that any of you guys care, because maybe you have like 70 subscribers. Who knows? I promise, this time I'm back. And next month we got something real big coming for you. It's May now, May 1st, officially. I think it is 12:01. Yeah, the magic clock says so. 12:01, May 1st, 2025. We out here back again shooting. The 63 is back, as you guys see. And it's been a long journey, bro. Even last week, things keep happening with this car. I'm just completely upside down in this car. Like, it's been between me and that. Hey, yo. Things be going wrong, but I love it. I can't get rid of it. Just, she's so pretty. Just look at her. She's so beautiful. So nice. So, I got some mods done to it. I'll let you know. I finally got the mods that I was saying I was going to do. Sometimes people you go to in the beginning can't do it for you. Parts ended up fitting. They're not perfect. The car is not perfect, but it works. It looks great. It turns heads a lot more than they used to. So, just give you a backstory on what I've been working on. Uh, if you guys don't know, I don't think I've even said what I do, none of that stuff. What I do is not important, but what I do on the side is what's important because that's what's taking all my time, right? So I'm invested in real estate. Got 2 houses, man. Renting them out, changing the floors, painting, lawn care, all that type of stuff. It takes time, right? Real life stuff takes time. This YouTube stuff is fun. At the end of the day, you gotta do real life first and then you can play around. I'm not getting paid for this yet, so I gotta still make money in real life so I can afford my toys. Cause I'm gonna have my toys with or without YouTube. That's just gonna be me, right? So I got that going on. I already told you about the business that I was trying to start, a limousine company. And I'm also gonna get into they call that home improvement, right? You gotta millionaires have many streams of income, so you gotta try your best to get there and do what you gotta do to make it to the top, right? You know, I've been making a couple $100,000 for the past couple years. I'm gonna be 25 this year. You know, I'm not saying that it's not enough money, but for me, for the things I want to drive Lambos so I can, you know, give some content to you guys, inspire you guys, and show you that you can do better than you think you can. I didn't think I'd be here so fast, but I did it. So, you know, I'm not to jack my own, but, you know, 2 houses, multiple cars, motorcycle, apartment, multiple streams of income, business plans, good, you know, good mental space though. You know, you got to protect your mental. That's very important. Finally in a good mental space to be able to handle all this stuff at one time and really take my time to perfect my craft, not only in YouTube, but everything else that I'm doing. So I can make good videos for you guys. I can make more money for me and my family. And we can give you guys better content to look at instead of looking at the same old thing all the time. You know, so I could pay Sid here, put her on salary so she could quit her job. Because she out here at 12 a.m. recording me. That's what you call grinding, right? Soon, you going to see it. My new motto, every day, 0 to hero. That's what we're going to be, 0 to hero. You heard? We're going to start in the back. It doesn't look perfect, but I got that diffuser. It's a 3-fin diffuser on the car. Gives it way more aggressive. The rear end looks fucking great. Like, great, great, great. I got some spacers coming in for the car because I want to poke the wheels out just a little bit more. And if you look closely at the mufflers, they're not super aligned. Like I said, the car looks good, but it's not perfect, right? The diffuser is not perfect, but it looks good. And I got to get the mufflers aligned, like I was saying, because one is slightly off and, you know, I want it to be perfect. I want this to be a show car. You look like, damn, there's no flaws on this car. From a distance and even up close, unless you know, you won't be able to tell the flaws. That's how I like to keep it. I'm not sure if I showed the Airmatic last time in the video, so I'll show you guys how it works and that is still functional and that no, my car is not just aired out. As you see, let me show you fit right here. I got some tire shine on here, so I don't really want to. But look at my finger, Playboy. See that? Fitment. Fitment. Talk to me. And we're gonna take you to the front. You can see it. I know the headlights are on, but it'll give a little reflection. So you guys have seen the DRL swap, which is bing bong. That's that right there. Everything on this car that I've added on is carbon fiber. That front lip is what the new piece is. I don't know if you remember what the car looked like before, but the front lips look so much more dangerous. It gives the car such a sharp edge to go with the DRLs that swapped. Oh man. So, like, mm. I've also switched everything, like I said, to LED on this car. So even the side marker light or parking light, whatever you want to call it right here, it changed it to an LED strip. So like, just look at it. Look at hit the cam from the side real quick. Look at the side profile of that car. Like compared to where it came out of from Mercedes, that's a difference. You understand? The side profile of this car, when I look at it, I'll be like, damn! Quick story. You probably wouldn't be able to tell, but I bent this shit. Driving, I hit a pothole. If you know, Atlanta is the greatest city in the world. They have the best roads in the world. So this rim has actually been prepared. Shout out to my guys at Alpha Wheel Repair. They did a great job. Great job. Great job. Great job fixing this rim because they didn't scratch out the BBS. It just looked good. The paint, great. So all it's missing is a beauty ring. If you look really close, this is a beauty ring or rim protector. This outer piece of the rim is not actually the rim. This comes off. So that's what I'm missing. I just ordered another one. Also, my center cap on the passenger side popped off. It's just, like I said, this car's been pissing me off. The total cost of repair. You ready? I'm going to give you the numbers real quick. Boom. So repair that, $250. Tire also for the rear. I don't know how. This rim bent, but the rear tire burst. Tire for this car, $450. And then I put insurance on all 4 tires because I was like, I don't want to have to spend $450 if I blow another tire. So add, 45 for the fronts and 65 for the rears. So bing, 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 bing. Like, what? Crazy. And then now, because I had went to another place and got my wheels repaired, so I have 5 BBS wheels for this car. I have a full-size BBS spare for it. I know, overkill. Most people don't like to spend that much money on an old car, but guess what? They fucked up my rim before, so I just made it a full-size spare, and now I got matching rims. You can't really tell. With that one, it's a little off, but I can tell, so that's why it's a spare, and I bought a whole new rim. But this car got 5 BBS wheels with it. I also had to buy a 3-ton jack because when I was trying to change the tire, I dropped the entire car on the floor. The entire car on the floor. I dropped the car on the floor twice. It's actually very dangerous. No, I didn't have a tire under the car like I'm supposed to or anything like that. But I was in a rush. I was very pissed off. I had to go to work. And I was just trying to get in and get out. In and out, in and out. And rushing, I dropped the car twice because I was on the incline. I didn't put the parking brake the first time. Second time, I mounted it wrong. So I said, you know what? I bought a 3-ton jack. You want to see it? So. So I bought a 3-ton jack. The full-size spare actually fits right where the OEM spare, and you know, if you drive a Benz, Beamer, Audi, make sure you always have oil in the car. You know, these things burn oil. So that was basically my quick little spiel about this car. I ended up spending like $1,000+ just to get all the rims. Like I had everything perfect. The car was perfect. Everything was running perfect. Everything was great. Great. But you know what? Things happen. So the interior, I had to move it to a darker spot so you guys could actually see it, how it looks when the car is closed. So under every seat, there's puddle lights. We have the upgraded. Shout out to Ace Off-Road. He installed all those for me. Like I said, puddle lights under every one. Also on the door pockets, by the door handles, bang. Door handles and door pockets on the very lower. There's lighting. So lights up the inside, almost like a new one. I didn't want to do too much. I didn't want to put too many light strips and stuff inside the car. See the little Mercedes-Benz thing. I also had this thing that's supposed to work. Let's see if I can get it to work so you guys can see it. I think the batteries are dead. And they might be. So this is like a little AMG symbol that goes to the ground when you open the door. But I haven't really driven this car too much. So this may not be working right now. And don't judge my New York plate. Everybody's like, you don't need to run the front plate, take it off. No, I won't. So I got the new M156. Well, I say new to me. This is this comes from a S-Class, but it's the exact same. You guys can see this is a real AMG. It's not an E550. This is an M156, naturally aspirated, 6.2 liter V8. Good old American muscle. Well, no, German muscle. But yeah, so I'm gonna swap it. I may not swap it because this is cracked, but also this is cracked. Isn't that funny? How they cracked to the same point? I guess Mercedes had a weak point right there. Maybe I'll like blend it together or whatever. But I'm putting this one on there so it can finally be whole, because I didn't like how this was empty. That was bothering me a lot. And I don't know what's going on with my hood. Right here, you'll see it's chipping in the middle. And it's also time to take this PPF off. So, yeah, whatever. I feel like I heard it sometimes when I do that. Yeah, she's beautiful and I love her. And I don't know. I don't know what's next for this thing. I'm like I said, I'm upside down when it comes to how much money I put in it. Like, I don't even want to think about how much money I put in, just maintaining. Like, if you want to really get an old school, because this car is approaching 20 years. In 4 more years, it'll be 20 years old. So it's like, what, 16? Yeah, it's a 16-year-old car. And it's like, it's got 16-year-old problems. Everything doesn't work. Things break unnecessarily, and you're like, but guess what? It's clean as hell. It's one of the cleanest W211 E63s that you'll see on the street, for sure. It was daily driven for 2 years too, so it's not terrible when it comes to reliability, but it's like, if you're gonna, an AMG is an AMG. That's what I always like to tell people, regardless, 2009, 2003, 2010, you won't pay AMG parts. AMG price. So just know that. It's a great car. More modifications to come. We'll keep you guys updated. That's about it. Ta-ta for now.